Hello, ladies and gentlemen. My name is Gaurav Snehil, and I'm a pass out of Sainik School, Amravati Nagar, and I have cleared all of these examinations, NDA, CDS, AFCAT, all the time I have ever written this examination. So I basically never failed in any of this examination whenever I wrote this. So that I think makes me pretty much qualified enough to let you know about my strategies as to what worked out and what did not work out. And with that in mind, I'm tuning in over here today. So for 2025 second session of examination for AFCAT, there's like close to 50 days and close to 70 days remaining for your CDS and NDA examination. And the list of book that I have given over here is pretty much relevant for your 2025 second session of examinations as well. And also, let me be very honest with you, it won't be very easy for you to finish off all of these books, finish off all of this syllabus, given the paucity of time that you have. But even in that case, even though you have a little bit of paucity of time over here, still you can pull it off, given you refer through the strategies, the books that I'm mentioning over here, right? So the first book that is in focus over here is the Lucent General Knowledge. The second book over here is the Objective English Grammar by S.P. Bakshi, and we also wanted to talk about a little bit about Arihant and Lucent PYQ books, or otherwise you can directly pick up the PYQ itself, right? So let's delve deeper into the examination and the corresponding books subject wise. Let's talk about mathematics. This is not English, this is your mathematics, right? So as far as my preparation was concerned, I'll be very honest and direct with you. I prepared for all of these examinations by using the PYQ, right? The previous year question papers as far as mathematics is concerned, right? Okay. See, there are two stages, at least two stages. There could be more than two stages as to how exactly you can prepare for mathematics. First is that you need to know the concept, and then you need to solve the questions, right? Okay. So knowing the concept, you can know from anywhere. Nowadays, you have ChatGPT and stuff. It can teach you every single thing, right? Okay. And for solving the questions, there is no better place other than the PYQ books, right? UPSC gives you the PYQs as far as the CDS and NDA examination is concerned, right? Okay, on the UPSC comment.in, right, you can find out all of the previous year's question papers that you can download and solve using that, right? Okay. AFCAT also memory-based question. Many of the providers out there, they give you the memory-based questions. You can download that and you can simply practice that, right? Okay, you can download from the multiple sources and maybe you can combine that in once and practice that. Okay, in mathematics, the hallmark of mathematics is a single word over here: practice. It does not really matter which particular book that you pick. People will suggest you R.S. Agarwal, people will suggest you this, people will suggest you that. But then I think, in my opinion, that for all of these examinations like NDA, CDS, and AFCAT, maybe not for NDA. For NDA, you should go for exhaustive study. But specifically speaking, for your CDS and AFCAT examination, picking up R.S. Agarwal is like too much. Okay, so NDA examination, for NDA examination, you got your syllabus from your 11th and 12th standard, right? Okay, they ask calculus, they ask differential calculus and trivial calculus. That's what the majority of the portion is. Close to 40-50% of the syllabus is, but there are easy chapters as well, like matrices and determinants as well, right? Okay. AFCAT, as far as AFCAT mathematics, if we talk about, it is like heavily filled with your arithmetic part over here, right? Okay, so you got to study arithmetic properly. And one feedback that I learned from one of my students over here is that even in arithmetic, even in AFCAT arithmetic nowadays, right? AFCAT arithmetics nowadays tend towards to be of CDS level. Okay, right? CDS, you have close to 30 odd chapters. You can pick up any of the, you can pick up Arihant Pathfinder or any of the books, and you can get going, right? Okay. Also, one more suggestion for mathematics over here is that you can pick up any one of these two, either Arihant or Disha publication, PYQ books that you can pick up over here, right? Okay. So all of this, I'm sure, will help you a lot in getting through your mathematics paper, right? Okay. So let's talk a little bit about general English. If you go through the syllabus of general English as given in the notifications, right, they say the knowledge about English should be of workman-like, right? I mean, you should be able to use the language in your day-to-day perspective, right, in your day-to-day usage, right? But still, if you want to study, if you want to understand, if you want to learn in much more depth, you can go through this objective English grammar, right? Objective English grammar by S.P. Bakshi, right? Okay, SP Bakshi, you can go through that, you can study and you can practice. The best part about this book is that it gives you a lot of practice stuff, right? Practice questionnaires that you can practice, right? Also, apart from this English, I will iterate and reiterate that I've been telling to you, every single one of you, that please read the newspaper. This will also help you in GK. This will also help you in a GD, right? This will also help you in your interviews, SSB interviews, and as well as apart from newspaper, you can also read novels. Okay, please start with Ruskin Bond. Okay, if you're not much of a reader, please start with Ruskin Bond. Please start with books like Enid Blyton. Okay, it's completely okay to start with Chetan Bhagat. Your goal is to build your language, right? As far as English preparation is concerned, I'll be very honest and direct with you. I did not find much of a difference among all of these three written examinations, which is CDS, NDA, and AFCAT, right? Okay. As far as if you are good with English, if you have studied in, let's say, CBSE or ICSE school, I don't think English should be a big deal for you, right? As long as you are being preparing, as long as you are using this English language in your day-to-day habit, right? Okay. And yeah, don't forget to read. Reading is extremely critical for you. Please start reading. Read from variety of sources. Read from multiple of sources. Read newspaper. Read even in newspaper. Read editorial. Please build your perspective so that you can speak clearly and concisely. Right? Okay. Now we'll move to the general knowledge or general studies that it might be called in different examinations. Okay, for CDS and NDA examination, I would strongly recommend this Lucent, and also for this AFCAT examination, the foundation building can happen from your Lucent general knowledge book. Right, Lucent general knowledge book. I'll be very honest. This is not the exhaustive stuff, but then the problem with general knowledge is that it's more like an ocean. Okay, what are you going to study in the ocean? Okay, the more you study, the less it will feel. Okay, people pull in the current affairs from Vision IAS, right? Okay, Vision IAS current affairs, they pull in, they start streaming and all that. Okay, right? So I mean, I honestly feel that the effort versus reward as far as your GK is concerned, okay, effort versus reward as far as GK is concerned is pretty low as compared to the other subjects like your mathematics and English, right? Okay, so that's what I feel. And the one good thing about mathematics is that you at least know, I mean, if you solve for it, you know for sure that is a correct or the wrong answer, right? English also, it's more like, the daily day-to-day usage, that's what you are involved with. Okay, workman like usage, that's what they say. GK on the other hand, as I mentioned to you, it's more like an ocean. So to get started, to get started with your foundation building, you can get started with the Lucent GK. Okay, it will help you. It will easily get you in NDA at least 40 to 50% of the marks, right? In CDS, at least 30% of marks you can get easily, right? So out of 100, you can score like 30 marks for sure as far as GK is concerned. And as far as NDA is concerned, you can score NDA GAT paper will be 200 English and 400 GK, right? Okay, from this 400 you can easily score 200 marks if you study it properly, right? AFCAT also, it solves the problem for your static GK, right? Static GK, it solves the problem for all of your static GK, like country, capital, currency, which of these nomenclature is associated with which of the games and all that, right? It is awards and authors, recent developments, not recent developments like in history what has happened, games like Olympic Games, Commonwealth Games, Asian Games and all that, right? Okay, the salient features, that's what they cover. Okay, salient features they cover. You can say that this Lucent is the foundation, right? Why I'm saying foundation is that Lucent is basically the gist of your NCERT from 1 to mainly 10 standard, but there are portions for your 11th and 12th as well. Okay, so kindly do not ignore that. I know you have a paucity of time, you don't have much of a time, and you're looking for some sources which can help you a lot. Kindly don't hop from one video to another on YouTube. That's the precarious situation. You will not going to help yourself with that. Okay, but if you are able to, still you have like close to 50 days, right? Close to 50 days and close to 70 days for your 50 days for AFCAT examination, 70 days for CDS and ND examination. If you still sit back, relax, and give 12 to 14 hours of your time, you will still finish off all of the books that I have mentioned over here and crack the examinations, right? Lastly, I wanted to cover about what are the books which you should not be focusing on. Okay, kindly do not pick up NCERT books, right? There are many of the aspirants that do the mistake of picking up these NCERT books. Kindly do not pick that. Kindly do not pick this M. Lakshmikant, Indian Polity, these books and all. These books are for civil services examination. You are not preparing for civil services examination. Unless you are preparing, you can pick up these books, no worries. Okay, but if you are not preparing for civil services examination, kindly don't pick up these books. Okay, this is what my firm advice is. Okay, because if you do that, you will be wasting your time unnecessarily and you are having paucity of time as far as the current timing is concerned, right? Okay, for even for 2026 one aspirants, I'll be honest, you'll feel like you have a good amount of time, but honestly you don't. Okay, what I would suggest is that you pick up these books only, right? Lucent, general English, right? And the PYQ books, and please do this again and again. Rather than doing the quantitative study, please do qualitative studies, right? Okay, right? And lastly, I wanted to mention that if you want a structured guidance to all of these examinations, NDA, CDS, AFCAT, and also CAPF and CGCAT examination, right? Okay, we are available over here on 777-988-9657. Okay, and you can text us on our WhatsApp, and you can also feel free to call us on my phone number as well. Okay, this is my phone number. I'll be able to guide you through it. Okay, right? And if you want this structured guidance, we'll provide you with the live classes. We'll provide you with the recorded classes. We have got the test series, right? Okay, we also give you the books, right? Okay, and we also get you something called the peer mentors, right? Okay, the aspirants, those who are going to help you in your, the aspirants, those who have actually cleared the examinations before. That's what they will come to you, right? Okay, so the prices are very much affordable. We have the courses over here for 6 months, 12 months, and 24 months in 2-3 different tiers. If you are studying in your 10th standard, 11th standard, 12th standard, okay, most welcome for your NDA examinations. If you are in your graduation, first year, second year, third year, fourth year, or fifth year, most welcome for your graduate level examinations like CDS, AFCAT, CAPF, and CGCAT, right? So with this, I will stop over here. Thank you so much, all of you, for tuning in for this video over here today. I'll see you in the next video. Bye bye. Thank you so much. Jai Hind.